But first up, what we are about to show you is the clinching proof of the allegations that you have heard in the last 2 days from DIG prisons of Bengaluru jail after the special treatment given to Sashikala in Bengaluru Central Jail was exposed. CNN News 18 is now blowing the lid off something more serious. We have now accessed visuals from the very same jail which show inmates playing cards. Not just that, but also drinking inside the jail. You can see very clearly on these visuals on your screen, these are inmates. These are people who are lodged behind the bars for breaking several provisions of the Indian Penal Code. The logic is that they should stay behind the bars because their freedom needs to be curtailed. They need to be taught a lesson. But contradictory to that, prisoners seemingly partying inside the jail, as can be seen in these visuals now accessed by CNN News 18. Sources on these visuals are now indicating to our team of reporters on the ground tracking this story for us that liquor and mobile phones reach the jail premises through gates and windows, and that it's an open secret, but now caught on camera. These liquor bottles and mobile phones are then thrown across the compound wall. Prisoners get access to the phones in exchange of a bribe of something as less as 100 rupees. Just 2 days ago, the DIG prison, D. Rupa, had filed a report on how drugs and alcohol is easily accessible inside the jail. And now these visuals that CNN News 18 is getting you are clinching proof of those allegations. Let me get a word from my colleague D. Nagarjun joining us on the phone line. Nagarjun, there cannot be anything clearer than this. The allegations that were made by DIG Rupa now completely supported by this clinching evidence now up on our screens on CNN News 18.
Well, definitely, yes. It seems like the last nail in the coffin for the allegations that DIG Rupa made. We can clearly see that in the visuals that CNN News 18 has accessed, how liquor is being consumed by inmates and how the inmates are playing cards. And these are happening right in front of the prison officials and also at times inside the prison cell. So the liquor that people are consuming is visuals of people, two of them sitting or three of them sitting inside a prison cell and consuming in the night. We can also see in the visuals how the mobile phone is lying on the ground and people are talking on it, and we can see the screen light and everything. And the modus operandi is that, you just bribe the prison officials, the drugs and alcohol reaches through the gates and the window at times. The drugs are stuffed into tennis ball or a basketball or a volleyball and thrown across the compound is what we are hearing. 2 days back, DIG Rupa prisons, DIG prisons had written a short of a letter to the DG prison saying that these are the things that is happening. In fact, when 25 inmates were randomly tested for drugs, 18 of them were tested positive for marijuana. So we are talking about more than 70% of them testing positive. And clearly the visuals today endorse the fact that the report said that the drugs is being easily accessed in the prison, especially in Bengaluru Central Jail. In fact, DG prisons also agreed prima facie that yes, there are drug problems and alcohol problems. These are criminals. They try their best to get drugs and alcohol in their hands, but jail officials are doing as much as they can do as a preventive measure to stop them, and in fact prosecuting people who help the prisoners to get in alcohol and drugs. But he's taken over his DG prison's position 1.5 years back, but since then I don't think any action has been taken. Clearly the visuals speak for themselves. How you can see how 6 or 7 of them are putting a carpet in the center and playing cards. In fact, they also play for some money is what we hear. How betting happens. And now we are looking about something called drugs like marijuana and hafiz. They are easily consumed and someone is throwing them outside from the compound and they collect it when it falls down in the premises of the Bangalore Central Jail and it's easily taken into the prison cell.